Okay, so hi, I'm Clara Crawford. This is the video for the author, illustrator, poet assignment. For my person, I chose an illustrator and an author. His name is Lane Smith. Um, a little bit about Lane Smith is he's a very well-known illustrator for many children's books. He grew up in California and then eventually moved to New York after graduating from the Art Center in Pasadena. Smith has worked with other illustrators and authors such as John Sieska, Dr. Seuss, Roald Dahl, and his wife Molly Leach. Smith has been awarded the Caldecott Medal for two of his works and received the Society of Illustrators Lifetime Achievement Award in 2014. A little bit about Smith is that he started drawing in high school. He was kind of the awkward kid who just doodled a lot, and his art teacher his teacher decided that he should be put into art classes. His illustration style includes a combination of old technology and new technology to create his designs. I actually watched a video. He starts with simple sketches and then transfers them to a computer for further editing. And Smith also draws inspiration from the environment around him and an old-time animation machine, like the ones that you put the film in and you spin it around and then you can see it that way, which I thought was really neat. Smith admits he tries to make cute and child-friendly illustrations, but they always seem to come out edgy or risky in a way. A quote from him is, "I try to do serious stuff," he explains, "but it always comes out screwy." A couple of his literary works include The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. That won the Caldecott Medal. A Perfect Day, Giraffe Problems, James and the Giant Peach, which is a very famous work by Roald Dahl. He illustrated that, which was super exciting. And then Hooray for Diffendor Day, which is another famous work, that one by Dr. Seuss that he illustrated. So I just thought that was really cool because a lot of the times you don't always look at the illustrator. You kind of focus on the author. So it was kind of cool to see a different perspective for that. For the book that I chose, it is another one of his books that won the Caldecott Medal. It is called Grandpa Green. This is such a cute little story, and I can't wait to share it with you. So, Grandpa Green by Lane Smith, illustrated and authored. He was born a really long time ago. Before computers or cell phones or television, he grew up on a farm with pigs and corn and carrots and eggs. In fourth grade, he got chicken pox. Not from the chickens. He had to stay home from school, so he read stories about secret gardens and wizards and a little engine that could. In middle school, he stole his first kiss. After high school, his wish was to study horticulture. But he went to a world war instead. He met his future wife in a little cafe. When the war was over, they were married. They had many happy years together and never ever fought, at least to hear him tell it. They had kids, way more grandkids, and a great-grandkid, me. He used to remember everything. Now he's pretty old, and he forgets some things sometimes, like his favorite floppy straw hat. But the important stuff, sorry, the garden remembers for him. And then it opens up. So this is very big. I'll kind of do a run here. It's very interactive. These are the first 2 pages. And then you got the second 2 right here. And it folds back up. And then that's the end. So this book, it takes us on a ride of essentially a grandpa who's losing his memory or can potentially have a disease like dementia or Alzheimer's, but it displays it in a really beautiful way through the shrubbery, and it tells a story through the different works of the shrubs and the bushes, and I find that really beautiful. And it's something that you can explain to kids in a way that they can understand. So there is this activity that I think would go along great with it, and it is a grandparent interview. So ideally, this would be something I would do in a first grade class, and we would read this book on or around Grandparents' Day. I know a lot of schools celebrate Grandparents' Day. So this activity can be done in or outside of class, but if you can get grandparents to come for each of their children, that would be perfect for the holiday. I would have each student interview their grandparents and ask them certain things about their lives. So some of the questions include, where were you born? Where did you grow up? Do you have siblings? When did you and grandma/grandpa marry? How many kids do you have? How many grandkids, great-grandkids? Where did you work? Where did you go to school? Your favorite part about being a grandparent, something you would tell yourself if you were my age, a favorite thing to do with your favorite family, a favorite thing to do with your friends, and what is one thing that has changed the most since you were my age. And I think that would be something really cool for the kid and the grandparent to talk about and kind of learn more about the grandparent's life. I would then have the students draw a memory with paint, markers, pencils, crayons, or any other medium that they want and create their own picture with them in their green grandparents. So it would be only green colors. So it would be light green, dark green, olive green, forest green, lime green. And I would have them use those to create a picture just like Lane Smith depicted in his story. And then that way they would have their memory in their shrubbery as well. Overall, I think that this author does a really great job, and he deserves to be so decorated. He has lots and lots of awards. I could not put them all on the brochure that I made. But he really just kind of captures complex stories. Like, he has a couple historical fiction, and he has some fiction, and he puts them in a way that smaller children, ages like 5 to 6, 7, 8, can understand in a really beautiful way. And I'm really glad that I stumbled upon this author, an illustrator, when it came to this assignment, because I didn't really think of him before, and then I come to realize he illustrated a lot of famous books. So this assignment really put into perspective what illustrators and authors and poets all contribute to different types of literary works, and it was really fun to do.